Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. They juked him. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A big play there on the first play of the game. 44 yards on the ground. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Again, it's Henderson. And he is going to lose yardage here. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. To throw, it's May. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonas Sanker. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 1. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force barreled down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Look at this Patriots defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes. See if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. The Saints in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from here.
And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Taken at the goal line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as you'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
At their own 16-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Again, it's Henderson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Henderson will try to run for the 1st. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. They end up getting stumped twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Here's Bryce Behringer now. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Fair catch.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
31-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16, a 1st.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And that one pass midfield just a yard or 2 shy of the the 40. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Saints first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd and 10. Back to throw here. A little short pass here to Hill. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. You look at this Patriots defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Patriots are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful to get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Give him 9 on the scramble there, and it'll leave him with a second and just a couple of inches.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
That will be taken down at the 46-yard line.
A gain of 1 yard. First down, New England.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Henderson. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down at 7. Douglas, the man in motion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Douglas. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 40. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Henderson running straight ahead. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They run once more with Henderson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Running left is Henderson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. They'll throw with May. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Little short pass here to Hill. Finding space at the 40. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield?
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's good. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Trey Palmer, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, ready to go. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
To the air, May. They'll find Henderson out of the backfield here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
There it is, a staple of most teams' playbooks, the angle route. A lot of times you want to take away that inside route by a back, but when they sell it like he's going to the flat, that is tough on inside linebackers. One false step, and that ball's completed.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's May. Short pass caught by Henry. It will be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Play action. May. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Up the middle, here's Henderson. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. May. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5, a little way to the 3. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All the moves me, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm on the Nico.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Henderson going to be stopped before he can get moving forward. He's going to lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Touchdown from a yard out. And the Pats are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 13-7.
Patriots 7.
receives the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted until he was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. On target over the middle of Hill. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed.
It's 4th down.
Back to throw again. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Pats are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost him 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
Open man, Kyle Williams has got it. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll throw now on the final play. Escaping the pressure right. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And here's Jones again on second down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Now back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 21-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think partly you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give for Henderson running to the right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down is May. Douglas with a grab over the middle. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, they had a good chance to get off the field defensively there. They can just wrap up. It's going to be a 4th down, but instead they can't get him on the deck, and he allows them to pick up the first down.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the gun again to Henderson. And he stopped immediately there. Mario Davis there on to stop. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the Patriots' 30-yard line.
They'll drop the throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. set up to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
To throw, it's May. Short pass caught by Henry. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Throwing here is May. Eluding the play. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
Stuffed for a loss by Christian Barmore. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here.
I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Back to throw now on first down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And the Saints are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Kamara trying again. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. Tucker's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So now NCD going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
There's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. From the shotgun, it's May. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 43. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you got to make that throw, right? Yeah. That's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. 33-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last point, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Left side caught by Diggs. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the first down there for the offense. They're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half. Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. And this one too low. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They'll throw with May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use him on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10. And this is caught at the end. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely to pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
To the air, May. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught by Davis. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an outside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.